There are plenty of large predators in the world: lions, tigers, panthers. But sometimes in nature, you come across such miniature feline creatures that they knock the ground out from under your feet with their incredible cuteness. Today, there is a selection of the smallest cat breeds, both domestic and wild. Before we begin, I will ask you to subscribe to the channel and also to leave a like. This will really help me to promote my videos. Enjoy watching. This breed is the result of American selective breeding, a mix of the Balinese cat and the color point, which in turn comes from the Siamese breed. As a result, a stylish, long-haired, expressive cat with a bright temperament appeared. From the Siamese, it inherited a loud voice. From the Balinese, lightness of movement and a graceful character. Javanese cats love to communicate, actively take part in family life, and do not keep silent if they want attention. If a Javanese appears in the house, you will have to get used to her constant comments about everything you do. The breed is young, but it has already become a favorite of many people. The main distinguishing feature is the ears bent backward, because of which the cat looks unusually touching. American curls come in different sizes and colors. Everything depends on which breeds they were crossed with in order to fix the dominant curl gene. But the main thing is the character. These cats are amazingly friendly, easily find a common language with children, and willingly make contact. Moreover, they can even be partially trained. Some curls play fetch, which is rare for cats. A rare case when a cat does not just tolerate people, but genuinely seeks their company. And here is the absolute record holder, the smallest wild cat on the planet. In size, it is comparable to the palm of an adult person, and its weight often does not exceed 1.5 kilograms. These mini predators live in India and Sri Lanka. In spite of their toy-like appearance, they are full-fledged nocturnal hunters, fast, secretive, very agile. Because of habitat destruction, the species is considered vulnerable and is under threat of extinction. That is why the rusty spotted cat is not just a record holder among miniature predators, but also an important, another representative of the hairless caste, and another breed that sparks active debates among breeders. Bambinos appeared in the year 2005 and have already managed to win their own army of fans. Like many hybrids, the breed was created artificially. The short legs came from the Munchkin, the absence of fur from the Sphinx. But such a combination raises questions about health. Bambinos really can face problems linked to genetic peculiarities: weak joints, sensitive skin, high dependence on care conditions. The breed is unusual, eye-catching, but it is far from suitable for everyone. The Dwelf is one of the most unusual and controversial hybrids in the cat world. Completely hairless, with curled ears and short legs, like a creature from a science fiction movie. The breed appeared as a result of mixing the Munchkin, the American curl, and the Sphinx, hence the short legs, the curved ears, and the complete lack of fur. The main downside is health. Because of extreme selective breeding, the breed often encounters serious problems with the spine and joints. It is better for them to live only indoors. They are sensitive to temperature, easily get sunburned, and can quickly become hypothermic. A beautiful or frightening breed? Here, everyone has their own answer. If you are looking for the most miniature domestic breed, here it is. The Singapura looks as if it has escaped from a Japanese anime. Huge eyes, a tiny muzzle, a delicate body. Females weigh only about 4 to 6 pounds, males around 6 to 8. The ears are large, the eyes are huge, and the temperament is bright. They are active, curious, constantly trying to climb somewhere. But in this cuteness, there is a nuance. Singapuras are impressionable, loud sounds, stress, and the cat can easily show aggression. A small size here is not at all a guarantee of a calm disposition. This breed is an attempt to create a house pet that would look like a miniature lynx, and the breeders succeeded. Shortened tail, powerful paws, ear tufts in some individuals, a spotted coat. At the same time, the Pixie Bob is a completely domestic breed. There is no wild blood in it. It is patient, balanced, gets along great with children, and is even trainable. Many Pixie Bobs walk on a leash and follow simple commands. Yes, they look impressive, but their character is softer than you might imagine. This breed often creates the impression of being larger than it actually is. It is all about the angular appearance. Long legs, big ears, a pointed muzzle. In reality, the Cornish Rex is a slender, light, athletic animal. Another feature is its unusually soft fur, but it requires regular care. The sebaceous glands work more actively than in ordinary cats, and to prevent the coat from becoming greasy, a Cornish Rex needs a bath day regularly. And yes, you will have to hope that your cat is not one of those who take revenge for water procedures. One of the most recognizable and most distinctive breeds. Graceful appearance here goes hand in hand with a loud voice and a rather demanding character. Siamese cats talk a lot, often, loudly, and about everything that happens around them. This breed was revered in Thailand for centuries and came to Europe only at the end of the 19th century, quickly becoming an exotic sensation. The Siamese cat learns excellently and can play anything at all, but does this only when it wants to itself. You cannot win over such a star with persuasion. But the appearance is a classic. Light fur, dark mask, ears, paws, and tail, plus the famous blue eyes. The beauty is indisputable. This small, fluffy breed has two names, the official one, Napoleon, and the softer one, better suited to its appearance, Mignonnet. These are descendants of the Munchkin and the Persian, so they inherited both the short legs and the luxurious round muzzle and expressive blue eyes. By character, Mignonnets are calm, friendly, affectionate. But together with the charmingly miniature appearance, the breed also received a share of family problems. For example, a predisposition to cataracts. So this is not just a fluffy little ball. It requires careful care. Not everyone is brave enough to fall in love with these exotic creatures. Sphinxes are hairless, big-eyed, with triangular muzzles, in many ways reminiscent of those mystical cats depicted by the ancient Egyptians. In reality, they are not completely hairless. The skin is covered with a thin layer of soft, peach fuzz. It is the skin that determines the color. Instead of fur, patterns appear directly on the body. Sphinxes need frequent bathing. The skin quickly becomes oily. But those who fall in love with this breed assure that Sphinxes are among the most affectionate and devoted domestic cats. This long-legged aristocrat looks as if it was created for the catwalk. It has an elongated body, a slender neck, a long tail, large ears, and piercing green eyes. Everything in the Oriental's appearance speaks of grace. But along with beauty comes character. The breed is intelligent, talkative, demands attention, and does not like loneliness. It chooses its owner as strictly as the owner chooses it. Orientals can learn almost anything, but they will only do what they consider necessary. They will ignore the rest with a regal look. This breed resembles the Cornish Rex, but looks a little softer. Less sharp lines, a more alien appearance, huge ears, and the same wavy, extraordinarily delicate hairs. But there is a nuance. The Devon Rex's fur is so fragile that it often breaks simply from their own grooming. Because of this, some zones on the body can remain bald patches. The same often happens with the whiskers. In Devon Rexes, they are often short and broken. The character of the breed is also unusual. Active, jumpy, persistent explorers, capable of appearing in the most inappropriate place in a second. If such a pet settles in your home, you definitely will not be bored. The Balinese breed appeared as a long-haired variation of the Siamese cat. It has kept all the main things: grace, the characteristic pointed coloration, expressive blue eyes, and an active, sociable character. But the long fur makes its image softer, almost aristocratic. Balinese cats are very attached, love attention, and do not tolerate loneliness. This cat will almost always be where you are. If there is a lot of conversation, music, and movement in the house, a Balinese will feel comfortable. Silence and monotony are not for them. This is a variation of the previous breed, the same mini lynx with a short tail and characteristic spots, only in a fluffier, long-haired version. The long fur makes the image less wild, but more spectacular. In temperament, long-haired Pixie Bobs are just as calm, good-natured, and people-oriented. At the same time, they remain an unusual, rather rare breed that is difficult to confuse with others. The smallest wild cat on the planet. These creatures look like eternal kittens. Even adult individuals fit into a palm. They live in India and Sri Lanka, lead a solitary lifestyle, and prefer to hide in forests. At night, they come down to the ground to hunt, and during the day they hide in branches. And although their size is tiny, this is a predator. It uses ambush tactics to catch small animals, birds, and amphibians, and sometimes even domestic chickens. Alas, the rusty spotted cat is an endangered species. Habitat destruction over the last decades has left little chance without serious protection. A round muzzle, round eyes, a rounded body. Everything in this cat seems to be created according to the principle minimum angles, maximum softness. The main feature is the small ears folded forward, thanks to which fold cats look especially touching. This mutation occurred in cats before, but it was precisely in the year 1961 that the famous ancestress of the breed appeared, a cat named Susie. She gave birth to kittens with such an unusual ear shape that soon a full-fledged breeding line was built around her. However, owners should monitor weight. Folds are prone to obesity, and the rounded appearance easily masks the gained kilograms. In many rankings, it is exactly the Singapura that gets second place, as one of the most miniature breeds in the world. The weight of an adult is often comparable to that of a kitten of other breeds, but the small size is no reason to underestimate the character. Singapuras are active, often choose one owner, and become his or her shadow. With all their external tenderness, this breed is not a soft toy at all. Its energy and temperament are fully adult. The name speaks for itself. These cats seem to be created to make people smile. Their short, almost toy-like legs hold a completely normal cat body, and this whole structure moves in such a way that it is hard not to giggle. Because of the skeleton's peculiarities, Munchkins sometimes move like ferrets. This is how their characteristic gait is described. The breed is officially recognized only in the United States, although in fact, short-legged cats exist outside the country as well. But cuteness has a price. Legs that are too short prevent them from grooming themselves properly. Not all zones can be licked on their own. Munchkin owners have to take care of their hygiene more than with an ordinary cat. This breed goes back to the deep history of Japan. In the 17th century, when the country was swept by an invasion of rodents, the authorities released all house cats into the streets so that they would save the silk industry. Bobtails did brilliantly and became symbols of good luck. The main feature is the short rabbit tail, plus an open character. Bobtails are friendly, sociable, and often choose a favorite person for themselves. It is this breed that became the prototype of the famous Maneki Neko, the beckoning cat figurines, and according to some versions, even inspired the image of Hello Kitty. In Japan, the bobtail is not just a cat, but a cultural symbol. That is what they are like. The smallest cats on the planet. Different breeds, different characters, but they have one thing in common. Each of them proves that size does not determine strength, courage, and beauty at all. If you liked this selection, support the video with a like, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments which mini cat became your favorite. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.